Hi, I'm here to talk about my math identity part 2, which in the last video, I know I talked all up until 8th grade, following what like Dr. Mason did. So now I'm going to talk about like my high school, or like middle school, high school, and college experiences. So, I have like my chart again in the back. But in high school, freshman year, I think I talked about like 8th grade last video. So specifically freshman year, or not doctor, Miss Chappelle. I literally remember her name. I've never gotten such a good grade in math because of her. She was the best visual teacher every single lesson. Like, I got it down because her explanations to things weren't difficult to understand because of like the way she was teaching it, which I really appreciated. I'm a very visual learner. So when it came down to like the midterm and final exams, I've never in my life gotten like 100% on a test before, but that's because I was so mentally and like physically prepared for the test going into it. It was great. Loved her. If I had her as my math teacher every single year, I would have passed with flying colors. As for geometry, I think that was my second year, sophomore year. That was probably one of the hardest math classes I've taken. I think a lot has to do with like teachers, teaching classes. It was just hard because she wasn't really explaining a lot, and also just geometry, like the formulas, the like shapes and everything. I've never been good at that. So that was really hard for me. And like my development. And then moving on to college, I think math 117 was my freshman year math class. So hard. Had a lot to do with my teacher again because everything was on Alex. I feel like everything was just taught on my own. Obviously, it's my first year of college. I'm coming from like a 50-minute class where like my teacher's constantly telling me what to do versus now I'm on my own. But again, I think it's just like it all has to do with like the way teachers teach things. But other than that, I feel like that's pretty much what my math experience has been like. I just think that I've always had a better understanding of math when my teacher is very hands-on, visual, writing things on the board, graphing things rather than just here's a formula, learn how to do it. And yeah, thanks.